Ever wonder what's going to vanish from your grocery shelves in 2024? Picture this. You're strolling through your local supermarket, your shopping list in hand, ready to fill your cart with your favorite foods. But as you make your way down the aisles, you notice something strange. The shelves that were once overflowing with avocados, coffee beans, and chocolate bars are now surprisingly sparse. Like a magician's trick, these beloved items have performed a disappearing act. But this is no magic show. It's a chilling reality that could be just around the corner. Now you might be thinking, why would these everyday items vanish from our shelves? The reasons are as varied as the foods themselves. From climate changes affecting crop growth to transportation issues disrupting supply chains, a myriad of factors is conspiring to make these food disappearances more than just an illusion. Consider avocados, for instance. These creamy, versatile fruits are a favorite in many households, but they're sensitive to climate changes and transportation issues. As global temperatures continue to rise and logistic challenges persist, we could see avocados become a rare commodity. And what about coffee? For many of us, it's a morning necessity. But climate fluctuations are putting coffee bean production at risk. As conditions become less conducive to growing these precious beans, our morning cup of joe might become a luxury. Then there's chocolate. This sweet treat is beloved worldwide, but its production is being impacted by both climate changes and social issues in cocoa-producing regions. As these problems intensify, the future of chocolate is looking uncertain. So it's more than just a disappearing act, it's a sign of the times. It's a wake-up call that reminds us of the interconnectedness of our world and the delicate balance that keeps our food supply steady. And it's an invitation to take action, to make changes that could help ensure these foods remain on our shelves for years to come. Let's kick off our journey with avocados. These green, creamy delights, once a staple in many a dish, are becoming a rare treasure. Why, you might ask? Well, they're sensitive to climate changes and transportation issues. A slight change in temperature or a delay in transport, and our beloved avocados can go from ripe to rotten in no time. Now let's move on to coffee. Ask yourself, can you imagine your mornings without that warm cup of joe? Unfortunately, this might soon be a reality. Climate fluctuations are playing havoc with coffee bean production worldwide. The once abundant coffee plantations are now struggling to yield enough to meet our demands. And what about chocolate? That sweet melt-in-your-mouth escape from the daily grind? Well, it seems our sweet escape is under threat too. Cocoa production is being severely impacted by climate changes and social issues in cocoa-producing regions. The delicate cocoa trees require just the right conditions to thrive. A slight change in temperature or humidity, and they can wilt and die. Add to that the social issues in these regions, and the threat to our chocolate supply becomes even more real. Workers in cocoa-producing regions are often underpaid and overworked. This leads to a high turnover rate, which in turn affects the quantity and quality of cocoa beans produced. And so, the plot thickens. Our favorite delights are vanishing from our grocery shelves one by one. It's not just about a lack of avocados for our guacamole, coffee for our mornings, or chocolate for our desserts. It's about a changing world, a world where climate change and social issues are directly impacting what we eat and how we live. But don't worry, we're not done yet. There are more foods that are disappearing from our grocery shelves, and we'll be exploring those in the next scene. So, stay tuned because the plot is about to get even thicker. Our next disappearing act takes us to almonds. These little nuggets of nutrition, known for their versatile use in our kitchens, are slowly becoming a rare find. What's causing this? It's a combination of factors. Almonds require a lot of water to grow, more than you might think. With climate change bringing about longer periods of drought, the water-intensive cultivation of almonds is taking a hit. Add to that the transportation issues we're facing globally, and you can see why our beloved almonds might become a luxury item. But let's not stop there. We're diving deeper into the sea of disappearing delights, seafood. Yes, you heard that right. Your favorite shrimp cocktail or salmon fillet might become a thing of the past. The reasons are twofold. Firstly, our oceans are being overfished. It's not just about meeting the demand for seafood. Illegal fishing and the black market play a significant role in depleting our ocean's resources. Secondly, our waterways are more polluted than ever. This pollution is affecting the health and survival of marine life, thereby impacting the seafood that ends up on our plates. To put it simply, the ecosystem is changing, and our food supply is changing with it. The shelves that were once abundant with almonds and seafood are now starting to look a little bare. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? But it's essential to understand these changes so we can adapt and prepare for what's to come. But fear not, we're not done yet. There are more disappearing acts to uncover. In the next scene, we'll be turning our attention to the fading staples. From the lunchbox favorite banana to the dietary mainstay wheat, we'll dive into why these common foods might become rare finds. Stay tuned for the next part of our journey through the Prepper's Guide. Bananas, a lunchbox staple, are also taking a bow. These sunny fruits, a favorite among kids and adults alike, are susceptible to a range of diseases that can decimate entire plantations. The Panama disease, for instance, is a notorious banana killer, and it's becoming increasingly rampant. With no effective treatment in sight, we might soon be saying goodbye to our beloved bananas. Moving on, let's talk about wheat. It's hard to imagine a world without this grain, isn't it? Wheat forms the backbone of our diets, from the bread we toast each morning to the pasta we toss in garlic and olive oil. However, the future of this staple is shaky. Our changing climate is playing havoc with wheat cultivation. Unpredictable weather patterns, temperature fluctuations, and disruptions in transportation are all contributing factors. Our bread baskets might soon look very different, and it's a reality we need to prepare for. Next on our list is beef. Now I know what you're thinking, a juicy steak or a hearty beef stew disappearing from our menus? Unfortunately, it's a distinct possibility. Raising cattle is becoming an increasingly expensive affair. The cost of feed is soaring, and pastures are failing to thrive due to extreme heat and lack of rain. To add to the woes, many governments are hiking taxes on ranches. The aim might be to push meat out of our daily meals slowly, but surely, and it's a trend that's hard to reverse. And now, let's turn our attention to lemons and rice. These might seem like disparate items, but they're both staples that are fading from our grocery shelves. But more on that in our next scene. Stay tuned, folks, we're not done yet. Lemons, the zesty companions to your dishes, are facing challenges. These citrus delights, known for their versatility in the kitchen and health benefits, are unfortunately not immune to the effects of climate change. Rising temperatures, erratic weather patterns, and increased pests are all taking a toll on citrus fruit production. Imagine your favorite recipes without that tangy, lemony twist. It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? But let's not stop there. Another staple that we could potentially bid farewell to is rice. Yes, you heard it right, rice. With large rice-producing countries halting exports to feed their own population, this staple food might become a rare sight. Factors like inflation and geopolitical tensions are causing countries to stockpile food for potential crises. The implications are far-reaching. Can you picture a dinner plate without this versatile grain? It's a hard image to conjure, isn't it? The disappearance of these everyday items from our grocery shelves paints a stark picture of our changing world. It's not just about the disappearance of our beloved avocados, coffee, chocolate, almonds, seafood, bananas, wheat, beef, lemons, and rice. It's about understanding the underlying issues that are leading to these changes. Climate change, overfishing, diseases, social issues, and economic factors are all players in this grand disappearing act. They're intertwined in ways more complex than we can imagine. And while it's easy to feel overwhelmed by this reality, remember that knowledge is power. Understanding these issues helps us make informed choices. It helps us adapt, prepare, and hopefully make a difference. And that's the essence of prepping, isn't it? It's not just about surviving, but thriving in a changing world. It's about being ready for whatever comes our way and maintaining our resilience in the face of adversity. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Stay prepared,